Hallo, hallo. Da bin ich wieder mit Final Fantasy 16. Ab dafür. Weiter geht's.
He said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin.
So, ich mache jetzt erstmal die Griffin Mission.
Our man in Dalamil mentioned that Cookies Guard haven't been seen yet.
Mal kurz gucken, wo der ist. Herr Norwind Westor. Sieht halt so aus, als müsste ich irgendwas aktivieren hier noch. Ist es Herr Norwind Westor? Der Norwind Ostor. Komme ich da noch gar nicht hin? Ist das quasi auch... Ist Osttor auch gleich Westtor? Ja, dann mache ich erst die. Das sah halt auch so aus. Ne, also... Jetzt müsste ich das aktivieren in irgendeiner Form. Weil der hier auch immer noch das Versteck hier anzeigt. Ich mache die jetzt mal hier. Machen wir erst die andere. Dann mache ich jetzt die andere.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you
Manchmal.
are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos.
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not
Steht doch
just
einer.
any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travelers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true.
Der hat doch gesoffen.
Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Klar.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry,
Ist es
you'll
Ambrosia?
know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
Ist es dann
And good luck to you.
vielleicht der
And give
Chocobo
those
von
no
Clive
good
selbst?
bastards a hiding from me.
Let's go.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Ja, weiß ist Ambrosia auch. Er ist es bestimmt.
A white feather.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds, looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
So, ich habe ja gar nicht da mehr ausweichen. Aha. Hab's ja umgelegt. Let's go. Ja, es ist Ambrosia.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! He isn't over! I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Jo.
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh,
So ein Sattel?
stay right where you are.
Jo, Socke Berlin, Monsen. Einen schönen Samstagmorgen. Oh, hier gibt es. Hier, sie hat sogar eine Augenklappe.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides.
Jo, voll geil.
Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, White Hart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Nein, jetzt. Ich brauche jetzt den Schokobo-Ritt. Nice. Ambrosia Sattelzug. Que. Zitat von Ambrosia, Que. Nice. Wie kann ich den Ruf? Nach 18 langen Jahren sind Clive und sein Reitvogel endlich wieder vereint. Halte 5, während du dich im Freien bewegst, in Ambrosia herbeizurufen und F, um aufzusteigen. Nice. Nice.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Korrekt. Kann sie auch durch Wasser? Schade. Stolz. Kann ich auch fliegen? Ah, das ist so wie ein Banjo-Kazooie. Du kannst quasi so ein bisschen gleiten und schweben. Großhorn. Attackieren kann ich aber nicht, ne?
No holding back.
Okay.
Thanks, Gal.
Ah, der wäre jetzt nicht so effizient. Ach so, ich versuche mal STRG zu drücken. Ich habe die Taste geändert.
Nice try. I needed that. This one. Get him.
Das ging schnell.
This one.
Fort. Das cool ist, jetzt kann man sich immer die ganzen Items schnappen, ohne zu kämpfen zu müssen. Aber ist auch noch was? So, dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir zurück. Wir müssen auch gar nichts mehr machen tatsächlich. Wir gehen einfach hier wieder zurück. Ich wollte eigentlich den Griffen auch machen. Muss ich eben herausfinden, wie das geht. Ich frage mich jetzt so mittlerweile, ob man vielleicht erst alle anderen Aufträge machen muss, also dass man so fortschreitet mit den Aufträgen und nicht, dass man auswählt.
Our man in Dalamore mentioned the cook is not having seen there of late.
Er zeigt mir ja an hier über die Sichtung. Ich muss hier diesen Griffin erledigen. Aber ich kann nichts wählen. Jetzt frage ich mich, ob man das quasi fortschreitend... Oder ich muss dann übers Jagdbrett, der zeigt mir das nur an, jetzt muss ich übers Jagdbrett wählen. Das habe ich auch noch nicht ausprobiert. Jetzt über das Jagdbrett wählen vielleicht? Nee. Weil der Auftrag, also hier steht Cair Norwood Westtor und ich habe tatsächlich nur als Warpunkt Osttor freigeschaltet. Normalerweise zeigen die Aufträge einen immer an, wenn man irgendwo hin muss. Und jetzt ist er aber quasi stuckt hier in diesem... Ne, ich soll immer zu diesem Mokri gehen. Warte, auf dem Pfad von Kielburg nach Cair Norwood erlebte einer der unseren einen mit unvermittelten Windstoß, der so gewaltig war, dass die Stämme uralter Eichen sich wie Zweige bogen. Ein entsetzlicher Schrei, der darauf folgte, ließ ihn sogleich die Flucht ergreifen. Eine Befragung der dort ansässigen Bauern ergab, dass diese Gegend der Nistplatz eines als Hippogryph bekannten Erzgreifen ist. Weithin verhasst aufgrund seines Appetits auf Chocobos und Kinder. Ja. Ja, und wie kann ich das wählen? Und jetzt ist immer noch der Mogri als Auftrag angegeben. Ich habe nämlich nur darauf gewartet, erlegt zu werden. Okay, und jetzt will ich den wählen. Normalerweise, wenn der Auftrag halt voranschreiten würde, dann würde jetzt da hier dieses Plus weggehen und es würde halt genau... So wie beim Chocobo das Plus quasi jetzt woanders sein. Nämlich hier irgendwo. Das ist das andere Plus. Ja. Vielen Trank für die Blumen. Vielleicht muss ich da was abgeben? Ich gehe nochmal kurz hin. Finde mit Hilfe des Jagdbretts den Greifen. Ja, dann versuche ich den gleich einfach zu finden. Dann fliegen wir gleich mal zum Westtor.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid? You cracked another crystal? Let us know if you find any rotten planks. I'll see about replacing them.
Falsch.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway,
we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a
Nixenkelch.
that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
Nixenkelch.
You see,
Klingt ein bisschen
the
nach
highway relies
Engelstrompete.
heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the duchy on other business...
Tell me of these Morganbeards, then.
But of course, if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes.
Die habe ich schon längst gesammelt,
And they
oder?
grow in the marshes of Sorrowise.
Nee, ich glaube, ich habe so eine
If I am to
Wüstenblume
propagate them
gesammelt.
here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure. Morganbeards supposedly favor the dampest of
Okay,
climes.
habe ich wohl nicht.
I would recommend you focus your search on areas of marsh.
Let's see about planting those seeds.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat.
Ich sehe keine
And not only is
Früchte.
it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact.
Ist schon
She bred the
gepflückt.
bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Klar.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see?
Ich bin der
And once they've had their
Apfelverteiler.
share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're
Der
called,
Obstbringer.
in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Ja, gut. Aber ich kann es auf dem Weg erledigen. Deswegen aber trotzdem immer noch nicht weiter mit dem Griffin.
Let us know if you find any rotten planks. I'll see about replacing them.
What do you need? I always thought I could teach the best of them a thing or two about working with leather. But... oh, I've wasted enough breath talking about it. Be off with you. Was saying Fordian, do you?
Oh, ich kann das Platin-Schwert noch verbessern? Ist das so? Platin-Schwert plus 2 geht sogar? What? Ich habe es gerade erst gekauft. Flüssige Flamme? Ah. Damit. Ja, ich mache das einfach. Ich bin halt immer so in dem Modus, weil wir sowieso schon so stark sind, dass ich immer Materialien aufsparen will. Aber das mache ich schon die ganze Zeit. Dieses Aufsparen. Ich glaube, ich verbessere einfach, richtig? Ja.
Yeah, that should do you.
Nochmal verbessern.
You can thank me later.
Das ist zum Beispiel auch der Grund, warum ich Sturmruf nicht gemacht habe. Weil ich den Windsplitter aufsparen wollte. Also ich glaube, der Windsplitter ist für nichts anderes zu gebrauchen. Aber jetzt ist das Schwert schon... Also mittlerweile so alt und schlecht. Ja, ich lasse erstmal.
Anything else?
Genau, ein Platingut haben wir nämlich schon. Aber der hat halt nur 50, aber nicht irgendwie das Herz. Ich weiß nicht genau, was das Herz bedeutet. Ich glaube, das ist noch extra Energie oder so. Wir bleiben bei dem Metias-Kreuz.
One day, I want to see it all the way to the ship. They said they'd give us new clothes.
Das ist echt doof, dass ich jetzt nicht weiß, wie wir an den Reifen kommen. Ja, Norwood Wester, ja, dann gehe ich da einfach hin. Ich gehe da mal hin.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
No, jetzt nochmal zurück.
Let's see about planting those seeds.
The curse breakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Okay. Let's go. Das wäre Caernarvon Osttor. Mhm. Da muss ich auch noch irgendwas abholen. Ja, ich gucke aber das jetzt. Ich gucke mir jetzt erst an. Guck erst mir an, ob da eben der Griffin ist.
Come on.
Sonnenpfad. Wo ist denn hier? Gibt es hier ein Westtor? Gibt es hier einen Griffin? Der müsste ja eigentlich gut zu sehen sein.
hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Come, you'll not find a bruised pippin in the bush.
Dann mache ich die Mischung
Might I
schnell.
interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Oh, guten Morgen, Kanapf. Einen guten
Apologies,
Samstag.
my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
Ready, go?
Deswegen einmal gucken, wo ist denn hier das Westtor? Westwache. Da kommt zumindest West drin vor. Kann ich denn jetzt irgendwie... Also gehen wir hier durch die Stadt über kaiserliches Übungsgelände und dann da raus? Kommt man so zur Westseite? Hier ist das Westtor. Tor der Feller. Bei Kielbrück. Obwohl, ne, hier ist... Wo bin ich? Dann wieder zurück und dann kann man hier so eine Abkürzung... Das geht wahrscheinlich schneller, ne? Wait. Kann man nicht hier direkt... Geht noch schneller. Nimm die Mischen noch schnell mit.
Good girl.
Yeah!
That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
You deserve a rest.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they're hardly damaged at all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bucklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend.
Hau den weg.
But we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
Niedergewälzt.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
So you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Bocklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
Nice.
That's that done then. Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Schieß die Mische schnell ab.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
Ach, ist das eine neue Rüstung oder sowas? Ich denke, ich gehe für weiß. Weiße Seide.
This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Gut, wenn das jetzt für Jill war, dann hätte ich vielleicht doch eine andere Farbe gewählt. Ich dachte, es geht um Clive. Weil Jill hat ja schon ein weißes Kleid. Na gut.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses.
Okay. Also.
Our man in Dalamir mentioned that cookies.
Hier kann ich nichts ändern. Das ist auch kein Bug oder so wahrscheinlich. Ich gucke jetzt einfach mal zum. Ich gehe jetzt einfach mal zum Westtor. Check nochmal einmal ab. Cairnhoven, Westtor. Zahnbrecke. Mal gucken. Es gibt einfach mal einen Supertrank. Great. Nee, ich muss hier durch. No. Und zu Kielbrück. Und da kommt man, glaube ich, auch zum Westtor. Richtig, ne?
But what about the curse? Can't you use a crystal instead? I'll be fine. Besides,
Jetzt bin ich ja mal gespannt. Weil eigentlich müsste der Auftrag das anzeigen. Das Finde mit Hilfe des Jagdgötz den Greifen. Juhu. Okay, wir sind auf Kurs.
All right.
Juhu.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Ah. Da sitzt er schon auf der Mauer auf der Lauer.
Be safe.
Es geht. Den brauche ich.
Vogel, look sharp.
Head forward. Be gone. Mhm.
something there, boy?
Ah, den suche ich.
Could that be our man? Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She send you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do.
Kriegt er die liegen,
Short
oder?
of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do.
Er gibt es so ein fetzen Leder und er selber nimmt die ganze Griffenhaut, den wir erlegt haben.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Okay.
And with a bit of luck, Clive. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. I wonder if it's
Schlitzohr.
tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive, you didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see, and his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor, and again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Okay. Nun ist er versorgt. Okay, man musste dann also doch einfach den Griffin suchen.
Looks like we won't be needing a new
So ist es wahrscheinlich bei den anderen Monstern dann auch. Musst den Hinweise durchlesen und dann selber suchen.
No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Ausrüstung der Drachentöterin, Baupläne, eine Anleitung zur Herstellung einer Ausrüstung, die Heldinnen und Helden würdig ist. Freigeschaltet. Und wo mache ich die jetzt? Direkt beim Schmied? Du hast Baupläne für die Ausrüstung der Drachentöterin erhalten. Mit Bauplänen kannst du beim blühenden Armbrust die Herstellung neuer Gegenstände freischalten. Schau bei Steht nur im Versteck vorbei.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be?
Guter Drachentöterin. Elektrum fehlt mir. Armreif der Drachentöterin. Galertartige Masse. Damn. Das haut rein. Schwert gibt es nicht. Blitzschlag und Flammenzunge. Damn. Die sind nicht schlecht. Das kann ich auch alles nicht machen. Ja, ist nicht. Ist nicht. Ist nicht. Oh. Mal jetzt die Main Mission weiter.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid?
Speicher aber mal.
The crystal?
Our man in Dalamil mentioned the cook is glad.
Up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Sie ist nackt.
Understood. And thank you. The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or Would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Clive, where are you?
In here.
Werden sie jetzt das ganze Spiel lang immer unterbrochen oder kriegen es nicht hin?
Rosaria's under attack.
What?
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right. I should probably speak to Otto before leaving.
Mist. Fällt mal wieder drauf rein. Das ist nur ein Balkon.
One day, I want to sail all the way to shore.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Gov gave you the news then?
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Dalmeks to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces.
Jo, unsere Iraker. Einen
Reports
guten
have been
Samstag.
rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Understood.
Okay. Geht's.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite pupil. Let's see now, where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be.
Okay.
Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka.
or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde, then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dalmekian fleet floated by without incident. But not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buett Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way, and so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
Okay. Ist eigentlich gar keinem aufgefallen, dass ich hier die Kristalle alle zerstört habe? Egal. Oh.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I thought I was ready for this, but...
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Dolch durchs Herz.
This isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do this?
Clive, we can get through here.
Bitches. Einige Gegner wirken die Magie Rotes, um die Verteidigung ihrer Verbündeten mit einem Schutzschild zu erhöhen. Geschützte Gegner erkennst du an dem Rüstungssymbol über ihn. Zum Zerstören solcher Schutzschilde eignet sich besonders Magiegeschosse.
There's only one fitting punishment. Stay down.
Go, Waffen, what up? Happy Saturday. Nice. Oh. I hope you're doing well.
I yield! I yield!
That's the game really good. The game is really fun. And there are some scenes in it I never saw before in the video game.
Gentlemen!
That's crazy.
You won't escape.
Get him!
Yeah, do it. It's easy money. Nothing to work on Crytek. You don't have to do much. It's good. I have to move to Germany and I have a lot of stuff going on here, like my daughter and girlfriend, so not easy to just pick up and leave. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not cool. But you can add some nice perks. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But then, but their perks are not creating a good game.
Out of our way.
I read this morning, before I started Final Fantasy, I read the community hub in Hunt, and there was one thread in one comment that some guy told everybody that it's really hard to do a video game, and the game is fine, and the people are always complaining without any reason. And then I wanted to write him that he got that he know nothing, and he talking shit all the time. But then I erased my writings. I started Final Fantasy. I said to myself, damn bro, these people in Hunt Showdown, they're full of crap. Kannst es dir nicht ausmalen. Und hier komme ich, ne? I'm going backwards, right? Ja. And my company's over here in the States. Give me an apartment for 3 months, cover German classes, and a gym membership. Damn, nice. That's good. That's good. I mean, maybe you can write to them that you're interested, and if they choose you, then you got a problem. You know?
Come on, take him! This one!
You can test it for chips, you know? Let's move. No.
Get out of my city, or die! This one! Over here! We're nearly at the castle. It ends there.
Yeah. But the big boss fights are very great. This game is great. I like this game more than The Witcher. But to be fair, he's a Dominus. He's a Dominus of Ifrit. So he is overpowered, like every Dominus. So if it fits to the story at least. And he got the power of Multi-Dominus, of Multi-Bestia. Because we got the power of Ramu and Garus. So he is very powerful. More than Geralt of Rivia are in this world. So it fits more than Geralt's perks. Or strength. Nice.
Set her loose.
Oh, this is great. This game got parts and fights you never saw before in a video game. It's very epic.
Attack!
Ready?
If the Dominus fighting, these fights are very, very epic. It's crazy.
up to something.
We need to stop it. Whatever it takes.
This one. Get him.
It's down.
Let's make this count.
Let's make this count. Ow. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Of course. Why fighting?
Jill!
Uh-oh.
We meet at last.
No, it's Hugo.
Or should I say Lord Rosfield? I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Let her go, Kuka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Bastard.
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company. Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you.
His biceps got the same size as Jill's head.
Now, on to the festivities.
Torgel holt wahrscheinlich Verstärkung.
just great, that is. I suppose it's up to me then.
Wofür ist das?
Headsman!
No. No. Yo.
Where do you want me?
You! Bring the prisoner!
Yes, no more than she deserves for getting into bed with an outlaw.
We should get into mine.
Lord Kupka commands your presence. You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
No
Such
way.
a waste.
Nice.
Gav. Shh.
Crystal fetters are a bastard to open, just so you know. Don't worry, I'll have them off before you can blink.
Where's Jill?
In the courtyard.
Shit.
Hingerichtet.
We have to hurry.
Let's go.
The Imperials have sounded the retreat and cleared out of the castle. But the place is still swarming with Kupka's men.
Leave them to me.
I'll make my way up top and circle round the back. Quick as you like, eh? Nearly forgot.
Hold on, Jill. I'm coming. I have to get to the courtyard.
Gucken wir mal kurz um. Okay. I must say, this is a very dark Final Fantasy. I like it so far. I like it very much. It's one of the darker ones. From the atmosphere and the story.
Don't you let her die.
No.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
Damn. Der Hund ist mutiert.
Jill, can you stand?
Come, Lord Rosfield. Don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Enough!
Yes. Perhaps it is time we served the main repast. I trust you are hungry!
That's an impressive X.
Much obliged.
Stay close. We're getting out of here. And Toggle, thank you.
Take all of them!
Can't explain what the fuck your dog just did.
Later, everyone. With me. That includes you, Toggle. This one.
Ow. No.
Oh, me. Where did this lot come from?
Jill, can you still fight?
I can try.
Get him! This one. Get him! That's better. This one.
Still breathing, are you?
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's
Assassine.
reward shall be ours.
Assassins.
I thought bad news always came in threes.
Let them come. Come on. Over here.
ihn! Bring ihn zu Fall! Bleibt gerade zerstört. Stufe erhöht.
It's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they won't stop hunting us until Kupka's dead. So you get in there and finish the job, eh?
Go on. If they come again, we'll hold them back.
All right. But be careful.
Sehen welche Items noch? Nope.
I promise you, Sid. He'll die by my hand.
Nice. Showdown.
Kupka.
You're late.
Da ist der Hund.
Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying. Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler, an army, even a people. A veritable kingdom of dust. Truly, I see no throne to defend.
No! Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body. If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
It was you. You killed her.
I did.
Then I am fortunate indeed. I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge. We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world.
She would be my queen, and together we would rule like the gods we are. But you crushed that dream, ground it to dust. Hear me, Rosefield! You will pay for what you've done. I'll tear you apart with my bare hands!
And what of you? How many people have you killed? How many dreams have you crushed? You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. You'll get no pity from me, Kupka. No pity. And no mercy. Now die! This time, you learned what becomes of those who dare to cross me. Cross you? I'll kill you!
Mist. Shit.
Slow.
En er zit stark. Das ist die beste Methode. Sobald ich nah dran bin. Wie wenig ich ihn abziehe.
Die by my hand, Rosefield. My hatred for you is unending. Unyielding. Let this palace be your grave!
What? Oh, shit.
has chosen. I am in my element. There's no mistake.
Uh-oh.
The earth will always be my domain.
Nein! Und eigentlich rausdashen.
Just like your forefathers. Your journey ends here!
No! Nein! Ich will nicht sterben. Ich will nicht sterben. Sterbe! No. Ich glaube, ich hätte die ganzen Dinger auch noch explodieren lassen können. Mist. alles von vorne. Nee. Ist kein Souls-like. Es ist kein Souls-like. Ist auch gut so. Du willst ja einen schönen Spielfluss haben. Das ist schon richtig so. Macht das Game sehr gut. Ja, und das gab es noch nie in einem Final Fantasy. Was?
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you.
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
Wait!
Another time, Mythos. Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, load of scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal? Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
Ist er.
You missed one.
We were worried.
So was I. I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans, lot. In pile Odins. Not enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kukra away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away. So what do we do?
we go back to the hideaway? I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. All right. That'll give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
Okay. Ich meine, immerhin steht das Schloss noch.
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill. Listen to Talia.
I will. Thank you.
Der ist ja schon fast tot. Ich glaube, mein erster Bosskampf, den ich sehe... Ja, das sind aber keine richtigen Bosskämpfe. Das war kein richtiger Bosskampf. Es war zumindest kein Kampf, wo die Bestia, die Dominus kämpfen. Diese mega epic.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Kupka and his...
Otto.
Das war nur so ein halber Bosskampf.
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Talia's making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's did what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Die hat einen sehr beeindruckenden Pferdeschwanz.
Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria, all the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like. Oi, Otto, you got my gill? Huh? What are you on about? My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying. That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Speicher mal schnell.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering, told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me, that one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you, from Mid. She requires certain tools. you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. If I ever am.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
What do you
Ob ich
need?
das machen kann.
What do you want?
Nope. Oh. Ist das Jägerhüfttuch noch besser als... Als das, was ich habe? Was habe ich denn jetzt gerade? Kann man aussehen? Vergleichen. Ah. Ja. Es ist sehr, sehr gut. Okay.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Ja, das war das Gute. Aber dafür brauche ich ein Elektrum. Jo, der war richtig gut. Okay. Bleib ich erstmal so.
Yeah, that should do you. That it? Fine.
It's all right.
Wo ist der? Hier?
Do with a good oil in this. It should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Wo ist er noch gleich? So, wir haben das schon quasi erledigt.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Yeah.
Nee, hier ist es auch nicht. Wo ist Marthas Gedöns? Hier, oder? Ich glaube wohl.
Haven't you heard? Mid's back. About to get interesting.
Ja, das war das, was ich gesucht habe, aber das ist nicht richtig. Ich dachte, ich müsste jetzt hier rein. Ach so, ich muss hier... Mhm. Dann gehen wir hier weiter.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
She had a man of Grieger mopping their grounds.
Please, teach me how to
Aha. Notenrolle. Ja. Ist richtig, ne? Ja.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Da kann man gar nicht durch. Hier, ja.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
This shouldn't take long.
Wait. Ich habe doch neue Fertigkeiten, richtig? Den Titan doch jetzt. Kann ich alle 4 benutzen oder muss ich wechseln? Ja, what? Wie viele Punkte habe ich? 4000? Ach, im Kampf können nicht, okay. Da muss ich gleich noch wechseln. Wechsel den Wind aus, Garudo. Und wechsel auf Titan. Oh. Estin erlegt.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Okay.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Muss auf jeden Fall auch noch zu Sherry neue Tränke kaufen und so. Muss immer ausgestattet sein mit Tränken.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
Ich muss sowieso auch noch mal zu diesen Hippokrates oder wie er
That's
heißt.
right. I went to
Apokrates?
ask Hippocrates about Torgor.
Apokrates.
He must have found something.
Da war ich schon länger nicht mehr.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but near as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to
Taya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Handlungsprotokoll.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Da war ich schon lange nicht mehr.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Nein, ich muss eigentlich noch mit dem Hippokrates reden.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take you to a photo.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles.
Mist.
We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Jetzt warten wir.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Der Lieblingsonkel. Sollen wir den Kristall zerstören? In die Kasia?
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How
Ah, das Annabelle.
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention.
Die Annabelle, die springt auch von einem
Indeed,
Thron zum
I
anderen,
doubt
ne?
any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Der Sohn von ihr hängt da so wie so ein Tier, wie so eine Katze oder so.
Let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs
Das ist
will
ihr Haustier.
withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Natürlich muss sie grinsen.
Yes, sire.
Ist das eine Droge?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Diese Frau. Das arme Kind.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Hier unten? Ah.
The little ones have been at Terrell. It's just one thing after another around here.
So, jetzt kann ich ja einmal das hier doch ausrüsten. Nee. Ich glaube, den werde ich auch wechseln. Kann nur 3 haben, ne? Ja, rasende Fäuste, let's go. Ich glaube, das ist cool. Achso, es gibt verschiedene Sets. Ja, ich bleibe erstmal so. Vielleicht, wenn wir nachher ein paar mehr haben, können wir verschiedene Sets ausrüsten. Das ist auch das Beste, was ich habe, ne? Ja. Ja, ja, ja. Ja, ja, ja. Bevor wir da, muss kurz auf WC.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the Kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop on.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to.
Will ich beides im gleichen Abwasch erledigen?
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate.
Die Wüstenhäsen.
And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Wo ist Byron? Unten? Ach, hier.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart.
Nein!
Shall
Ich
we?
noch nicht.
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
No. Ich muss mal kurz zurück.
Who's this blue blood?
Is it business or pleasure? Go on then. Finished, are you?
Ach so.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Ich weiß nicht, ob sich das lohnt. 10.000 dafür ausgeben? Lieber nicht. Stimmt, wir haben ja eben eine neue Notenrolle gefunden. Ja, das war's.
Oh.
Clive. So, what'll it be? And how am I meant to do that then?
Ich habe glaube ich schon Platin-Schwert plus 2. Dann geht's nicht weiter. Das glaube ich, ne? Ja, plus 2. Okay, nice. Dann speichere ich jetzt hier. Immer eine Pause. Bye bye.